Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today guys, we have pasta and we have salad and a cucumber stolven, as Big Guy Appetite would say. So let's say our grace. Thank you, dear Father, for the food you have given us. In Jesus' name, we are truly thankful. Amen. Y'all ready? Let's dig into this. This is so good. I already have some of this in myself. Ooh. It just needs that dramatic music to go with it. Put a little here. I couldn't find, they were out at our Buffalo Wild Wings, the salt that was in everybody, that Beloved eats. They were out, so I don't know. Let's see what this tastes like. These little ones are so good. Oh yeah. Hey guys, in my salad I have tomatoes, onions, bell peppers. Now look. Almost tastes like Olive Garden salad, y'all. It's stuffed with mushrooms. Y'all, this got good to me. I forgot I was going to tell y'all a story time. Okay. I was going to tell y'all a story. I kind of touched on it once before, but I didn't go into detail. I did tell y'all when I was born. I was born with pneumonia. I mean, I lived in a little bubble and oxygen tent for many years, about 3, off and on. When I was a kid. But what I didn't tell y'all is while doing that, my left lung did not develop. So I was born with half a left lung. My right lung was developed right when I was born, but my left lung was not developed. That's why I had pneumonia. Now, after I got older, I had trouble with my lung quite a bit. If I ran, if in my case threw a fit, my sister's watching, if I threw a fit and didn't get my way, they thought I was holding my breath, you know, because back then I guess they would say kids are spoiled, they're holding their breath, she's doing a temper tantrum, she's just holding her breath. Well, that wasn't the case. I was expelling all the air out of my one lung, and it was like making me pass out. And so my sisters and my mom and anybody that was around me when I was a kid. Do you want to look in and say hi?
You gonna cut that anyway? How y'all doing out there?
I'm not cutting this out.
And YouTube land. Yeah, I'm a little under the weather today, so I'll let her do it by herself today.
I got a toothache.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I had to cut something out. My husband's so silly. Anyway. So, I don't know where I left off. Yeah, my mind. My husband just did something and I'm so tickled by it. I can't. Let me focus. when I was younger, the air would expel from my lung, leaving the other lung to pump really hard and overwork, you know, so I'm getting oxygen to my brain. Scary. So, but if I fell out, they would throw water on me. I guess the doctor told me to do this crazy shit. I don't know. They would throw water on me and set me in front of a fan to get air blowing back on me. Okay. Well, I would come too. My sisters call me Brat. I thought my name was Brat. Literally. Thought my name was Brat for many years. Because they call me Brat all the time. Because of, well, probably because of everything, but they thought I was just wanting attention. So, one day, I'm telling my sister, Renee, we lived on Milam Street by the school. Okay. One day, I was with some friends, and there was a little park. And it was very rare that I was not with my sisters or my family because of this problem. I probably wasn't supposed to be down there. It was just maybe like a little, not even a block from our house. I took off and went to this park. I was a brat, y'all. And I was swinging. My friends were swinging me. And for whatever reason, I fell back out of the swing. My feet went up in the air. And my back hit the ground. Like the breath out of me. And I was gasping. I was panicking. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, nobody's here. Nobody's here. For whatever reason, I didn't go out. But I was like, I couldn't breathe, y'all. It was freaky. It was very scary. So I ran home. Well, I didn't run. I got home. And I think I told one of my sisters. Because I think my mom was at work. And boy, I got in trouble. I know I did. So after that, I didn't have another episode like that for quite a while. Then when I was older, because I was about 6 then, maybe 7. 7. When I got older, I would have these little episodes where I thought I was having a heart attack. I would get this shooting pain. I would turn white. I would like ghost white. And I would just have to let it pass. Well, that went on and on and on for quite some time. And they thought, I don't know why, but my mom, I just remember them thinking that I was having a heart attack. Or it was something to do with my heart. Excuse me. So, I missed a lot of school that year. I was in and out of the hospital. It was scary because, like, I really thought that I could die from it. That's how bad it was hurt. That's how painful it was when it hit me. So the doctor said, you know, my mom's name was Ruby. They're like, Ruby, you need to take her to a specialist because we can't do nothing else for her. We don't know why or what's going on. It's basically what was, you know, that dog is quiet all day long until I start recording. The hound dog next door. Anyway, so we go and we Texas Children's Hospital here in Texas, and they do all kind of tests, all kind of everything. But let me back up, because on the way down there, me and my mom and my grandma, we were going. I want to say I was about 12. Yeah, I was about 12. We take off and we go, and you know, it's a fun time. We're laughing, we're joking, we're eating, and going down Highway 59. I'll never forget this. That was a middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. I don't even know where it was at because I was so young. But there's like this old time, it looks like an old saloon. Just a little setup place, looks like an old saloon. But what it was a liquor store. And I wasn't feeling good at that point. We were laughing and joking and been eating, and I wasn't feeling good. I was kind of hurting a little bit. So we pulled over. My grandma told me to, you know, get out, go get me something to drink or whatever. So we go, and we go in, and I get me a Coke or whatever. I don't even know. We come back out, and I had one of the worst episodes. I mean, I fell out by the car door. My granny was sitting there. She was trying to pick me up. Strangers came running over. My mom was like, oh my God, she's having a heart attack. Because that's what we believed it was. It was one of the worst episodes that I had had. So I remember that one really, really clear. That hurt. So after I got better, I sat there for a little bit. Everybody and their mother came over. I was embarrassed. We got back on the road, and we drove to my appointment. Texas Children's Hospital. Now we stayed there. I think I stayed overnight. When I tell y'all I felt like a guinea pig, I had wires ran from the rooter to the pooter. I had wires ran everywhere, from my head to my toe, literally on my toes. And I had to stay, and they monitored me for like one whole day, through that night, the whole next day. And I want to say when I was, you know, released to go home the next day. Well, while we were there, I had several bad incidents. And the good thing is when we were there, we figured out what was going on. And they could tell us on the way home. I mean, before we left to go home. So my ride home, y'all, I was so excited. I knew what was wrong with me. I wasn't dying. I was happy. And I remember feeling that. As a kid, that must have been really scary, because I remember being just ecstatic. And we stopped back by the little place where I had my big episode at. Some of the same people were there. I think they might have been workers. I really don't know. And we got to explain to them what was going on. And it was such a happy, just joyful memory of mine, because I wasn't dying. So we get home, we tell all the family members what's going on. And my life drastically changed after that, because we had a plan and we knew how to take care of it. Okay, I know you're like, what the hell is going on with you? Okay. When I was born with the lung, it's a lung and a half. It was going to slowly develop over the years. And that's what was happening. My left lung was starting to grow. And it was getting bigger. And so as I was growing, your chest bone is like this. And my chest bone had kind of sunk in. And so as I was growing, my lung was pushing out and my chest bone was growing. So it was the friction from my chest bone getting bigger and expanding. It was just all that friction that was like having really sharp pains. And that's what it was. Now that was very excruciating, and that went on for years. And then finally, I remember after I started having those episodes, I remember just like breathe through it like I'm not dying, because beforehand I think I was really panicking. After I found out that it was, you know, you're good, breathe, and then just sit tight, and then it would just pass, because my chest bone had to build back up. You know, it was growing. So after it finally got to where it needed to be, I guess, I no longer had those horrible, and that, y'all, I'd go out like I was going to pass out. That's how hard they hurt. And yeah, it got so much better, and then they just eventually quit happening. When I got older, like, I want to say 16, 17, I had a little bit of short pain. It would take my breath, and it just finally stopped stopped even doing that. I had to quit running track when I was in junior high and high school because we quickly found out, even though we thought everything was fine, we found out that at any given point, if I got exhausted or something, the lung that was growing would collapse. It would be like breathing through a straw. And on my right side, the left lung would like literally collapse inside. And so I learned how to deal with it. I learned how to live with that. Yeah, guys, it was bad for quite a few years. And there's still sometimes when I'm out doing something, horsing around, goofing off, if I get overly tired, I can feel it. It's like, but the last time I checked I was 23, because I had my daughter, and they wanted to make sure that, you know, there was no complications there, like the pregnancy wasn't going to put a strain on or anything. And the last x-ray that I got, my left lung was about this much shorter than my right, and the doctor said at that point it was probably done growing. So it was done everything that it was going to do. So my right lung is here and my left lung is just a little bit shorter than my right lung. But yeah, that's why I've never smoked. I used to get out of breath. Yeah, I was telling y'all when I had to quit running track. I love running track because I would just get pale white and just want to pass out. And my coaches were like, we can't do this, you know, insurance and everything else, and go in different schools and you pass out. So it was unfortunate, but I had to quit running track. It was hard to do any kind of activities when I was growing up. But yeah, y'all, that is why I lived in a bubble. That is why I had pneumonia the first 3 years of my life. That's why we thought I was having a heart attack when I was, it really got bad from the time I was like 10, 11, 12. That's when you start developing. Things started growing. Chest bones started growing. And guys thought I was having a heart attack. Thank God I was. But yeah. So that's my story. I was born like that. My sister used to give me so much trouble. Y'all should tell me you're sorry, Renee, Susan. Y'all owe me an apology. I was a brat, though. I was very spoiled. I'm not bragging. I'm not, you know, saying it's anything to be proud of, but I know I was spoiled. God, I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. Eat my salad. Yeah, I just started eating bell peppers in my salad. It's so good. It's so crunchy. I'm not a big cucumber eater either. But these little bitty ones, they're good. Now this is so, it just popped in my head. I was asleep. I woke up this morning and I was watching videos all night long. And I woke up singing Grab Your Coat or Grab Your Cup. I can't even say it now. I was singing it. MRTV, her little song that she sings in the beginning of hers. Come on and chill with me. Y'all, I was singing that in my sleep. I woke up singing that. Isn't that crazy? I was binge watching some YouTube last night. I watched Steven Sushi. I watched a lot of his. I hadn't got to catch up on. I watched a lot of his. MRTV. I watched a lot of hers. Miss Diversity 3, I got caught up on hers. Who else? Ginger Snap 44, I watched her latest one. I always watch hers. Oh, and Zaddy Chunk Chunk and Nicole. They had me laughing, y'all. Busting out laughing when they were eating the tacos. Nicole got so tickled, y'all. I rewound it and rewound it and rewound it and just laughed every time she would. And then that one goes, "That's an evil laugh. Where'd that come from?" I'm getting caught back up on those because y'all, I missed so many videos when there's no excuse, but when you do videos and you're editing and you're new at it and your phone sucks and your equipment isn't the best and you're trying to edit and it takes hours to edit, I miss out on a lot of chats, a lot of live streams, some of the videos. So I'm going back through my 3 days off and I'm just going to binge watch everybody's videos. But Zaddy Chug Chug and them, I'm catching up on theirs right now. And y'all, they're hilarious. I mean, I just love them. And Nicole was like, oh, she goes, I don't have any friends. And Zaddy Chug Chug says, yeah, you need friends. I was like in the comments going, hey, hi. I'm like, you're old enough to be her mother. But anyway, yeah, I just love them guys. Okay, love them, love them, love them. Thank you so much for coming and watching my videos. I truly appreciate it. And to all my day ones, I truly appreciate y'all. And if you want to go over and look at my social media, I have Snapchat, which is SkyRay Eats. I have Instagram, which is SkyRay Eats. And I also have a Facebook page, it's SkyRay Eats. Now, I do have some personal pages that I do post on, and you can find it under Skylar Roundtree. Yeah, so y'all head over there and add me on all of them, and I love you guys. And please share this out to any and everyone, share it to your uncle, your cousin, your mother, your brother, anyone at all. And I appreciate you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. So peace out, my peeps.